How is everybody doing? Welcome once again, Jim Boy's Kitchen. How are you feeling? From head to toe, upside down, sideways, inside out. Welcome to Jim Boy's Kitchen. Today I would like to show you how to cook expired milk. You ever wonder how to get your milk expired? I'll show you how to do that instantly. Or there's another way you could put it for the overdue date, where it says must use before the date, then it expires. And expired milk becomes soury. Then it starts curdle. Well, don't throw away your milk. I'll show you an appetizer dish that is being used with expired milk, especially in the Caribbean. And it tastes so wonderful. All right? Beats ice cream and all of that, you know. A very great dish with expired milk. First, I'll show you how to expire the milk when it's not expired, all right? Anytime you feel like making this appetizer dish, you could expire your milk instantly and start cooking. As Jim Boy's Kitchen is going to be with you now to show you how to cook with expired milk. This milk is a good milk, full gallon, but I'll expire some of it, keep the rest in the refrigerator to be used. But the expired ones, amount, I'll be cooking. And here we go. And this dish is called Panuse. Many of you know this by now. Panuse, all right? Let's do it. Me and you together. Welcome back, Jim Boy's Kitchen. All right, in this case, you could actually do this in like a small pot, a big pan, a big pot. Depends how much you want to make. In this case, I'm doing a little bit of, I just want to show you, and yeah, it's an appetizer that's done by expired milk. And of course, that's why I want to show you. And this is appetizer from the Caribbean, you know. I repeat again, there are lots of Caribbean people knows about this. So, once again, if your milk is not expired, there's two ways to get expired milk, all right? You buy nice fresh gallon milk, get the milk from the cow instantly. And there's two ways. You could leave it for the overdue date, I want to show you the expiration date, says January 3rd, right? So this is kind of expired, but it's not fully expired because the 3rd is still around the corner. So now this one I want to show you. You could wait for the expiration date to go by and then leave it a couple of days. Then the milk becomes sour and expired. Then it's become curdled. Or you could instantly expire the milk, which I will show you right now how to do. Now, I got me the full gallon of milk here. Not a full gallon, the little bit left over there. I want to pour it in this pan. Remember, you could use it in you could also use a pot. In this case, I'm using a nice small little karahi, a thick cast iron container. Anything goes well. All right. Now, I got me the good milk there. What I'll show you next how to expire this will amaze you, all right? You learned this from Jim Boy's Kitchen. And I showed you this 15 years ago on one of my channel. I did a YouTube channel. I created the first YouTube channel about approximately 15 years ago. And I showed how to expired milk. However, that channel is somewhere wrong on the internet, on YouTube, Jim Boy Sammy. But it's not directly active right now. So Jim Boy's Kitchen is active, all right? So here I go, showing you the expired milk. Ta-da! Secret to expired milk is lime. Do not use lemon juice, kind of a weak. You want to use lime juice. Instantly will I expire this milk, which I'll show you right now. I'll cut this lime in 2 halves. And for that amount of milk, 1/2 lime is perfect, all right? I'll squeeze the lime juice into this milk. Look at this. And of course, you could get this done in the same pot that you will be cooking into, so you don't have to transfer anything. You can use one pot, not messy. You don't have to use 2 containers, just 1 container. Instantly, this milk is expired, folks, with this lime juice. Just half a lime juice is perfect. Now, and it will turn this milk instantly that it will become soury and curdle up also. And I'll show you right now what I mean. I'll get a nice, you can use any spoon, like a pot spoon. I want to show you here. I want to show you right now. Yeah, I got you a nice big spoon here. I want to show you. I'm going to turn this milk up. And look at the spoon. You could see the bubbles, those curdles. And the curdles would start developing as the next step now is to boil this milk, all right? So that's the secret here now. I'm going to boil this milk and to make this wonderful appetizer. It's called Panuse. So you could use it, you could say the other name Custard, but it's a different type of custard with expired milk. So this is how you could use expired milk, cook with expired milk, all right? So I'm going to turn the heat up now. Now, time for the heat. All this will be custard. I'm going to be making custard right now. I'll put medium heat because I want to keep your eyes on it. Remember, it's milk. Even though it's expired milk, which I did expire just now with that lime juice, so you know what expires milk instantly. If you should want to make a Panuse dish at the same time for your guest or anybody or yourself, expired milk with the amount you want to make, and hey, you got expired milk. I want to start making this Panuse now, or custard, all right? I use the word custard along with Panuse so you understand what I'm making if you're not familiar with Panuse. Panuse is a common word for custard made with expired milk, especially in the Caribbean, all right? Suriname, Guyana, Trinidad, all these wonderful places, wherever kind of Caribbean, the West Indies live, they know about Panuse, and they make it all over now in North America, wherever their household of Caribbean people, West Indian people, they do know about this. So hey, you might bounce up a home that have Panuse sitting in the corner with expired milk. Now, I got this milk coming to a boil, all right? Now, in the meantime, this milk is warming up. What I want to do, this is the ingredient. These are the ingredients that makes Panuse. I want to give it, it already has that soury texture because of the lime juice, even though the milk is going to start curdling and has been expired by the lime juice. Lime juice will give it a souriness, texture, or the taste. So it will be balanced off now with the nice sweet texture or taste, which is sugar. Want to add, let's say, don't want to put too much sugar. Remember, this is an appetizer. It's just like making ice cream or eating ice cream. This is like a substitute of ice cream in a different manner, right? A different texture. I want to add some sugar there. Well, don't want to put too much sugar. Depends on your likeness. Some people, when they make this, they make it very sweet. But since you're making it yourself, you're following my step, you could balance the sugar, make it very lightly sweet, so not too much sugar involved there. I want to bring this up to the boil, and it's going to tend not to try to boil over like a unexpired milk. When you boil it, it boils over very quickly. That's because this has sugar inside that will hold down all that excess air that will involve or accumulate into this milk that will assist, air assists the milk to bubble up over the rim of the container. So the sugar will be a weight that will kind of crack or dissolve that much of that air pockets, all right? So the milk will kind of stay down. In the meantime, now is the time to kind of add all the ingredients that will be involving in this Panuse. So as it's boiling, you don't have to interfere with it. Just keep turning. Got the sugar in there already. Next step I'll show you right now. Want to drop in a nice tablespoon of vanilla extract to give it that vanilla flavor. Don't want to put too much extract or too much vanilla flavor inside, because now you don't want it to take over the taste, all right? And vanilla kind of too much vanilla extract will make it kind of a bittery. You don't want to be on the bittery side. You want to be on the Panuse or the custard side. Oh man, this is coming to come. All right, got me this about, I would say, this is about 2 cups of vanilla. Now I want to show you what I mean by expired, how you know the milk is expired. As the heat catching it, look at this, you can see all the curdle start developing. You see, you would not get that on a regular unexpired milk, all right? So this is how the Panuse is coming, with a little sugar and the vanilla flavor in there. That's all. Can add a little bit of clove, a little bit of cinnamon stick, but I don't want that. I want it to be just like so, all right? The vanilla extract and the sugar is perfect to make this dish. So I'll let this keep boiling now. This dish is going to keep boiling, all right? I want to show you here. Got the kettle there to make a little coffee, you know. Yeah. I want to get this going right here. And when I tell you, this dish is going to be so wonderful, all right? I'm going to keep it boiling. When I eyeball it, I want it to boil, and it's going to kind of start bubbling upwards. Then it's going to, was it bubbling, looking like it's want to go over the rim of this surface. Many of you that boils milk, you know what I'm talking about. I want to crack it down. The easy way to bring it down from going over the rim is just keep making a punch with the spoon and turn, and you're going to see all the bubbles the air pocket's going to break down, and then it's going to go back slowly down. I want it to form a custard and becomes kind of a brown and cooked down with the sugar and the milk. And man, it's almost like making pera the same way, but with expired milk, it's not going to be pera. It's going to be more of a custardy, which we call it the other name, Panuse. Yeah, and very nice. I love Panuse, you know. See, it's kind of a changing color, kind of a setting. So I'm going to let it cook through. Give it 10 minutes. Should be going in perfectly, and then we're going to check it back in 10 minutes. How you feeling, everybody? From left to right, up and down, inside out. You are great to me. You know that. Yeah. This is what it looks like as it's coming. It's setting, becoming kind of a brownish. When this dish is done, it's going to be all brownish, and that's where we know the sugar has accumulated and built in a flavor with the milk. All right, I want to put it on kind of a low heat so that it doesn't encourage a run over instantly. All right, want it to cook from inside out. You're going to start seeing the bubbles. Now, this is very important. This is what I'm talking about. As it's start boiling, you can see it's trying to run over. Want to get this in? You can see it's trying to go over the rim or the surface of this container here, or the pot. But what's holding it down is because of the lemon juice expired milk. It's an expired milk, so the curdles are going to be kind of a breaking through, all right? And so it's not going to try to run over instantly like regular milk because of the breaking up of this milk. So what we want to do at this point, we know it start cooking, all right? So I want to use the spoon. A big spoon is preferable, and just turn it around. Oh man, this is going to make a wonderful Panuse custard. So simple to make it, and just going to keep it cooking through. I want kind of a breaking through the ear pocket by just turning it like this. and let it just keep, you don't have to really turn it through all the way, constantly. Let it sit there and just cook through, all right? And then you're going to see how it's going to turn automatically. So I'm going to keep doing this, turning it, and I show you how the stages as it's cooking down. We're going to give it, I would say, in about 10 minutes, this baby's going to be ready. All right, just by leaving it to cook down. It's all about cooking down the milk and sugar, that's all. But instead, it's expired milk to make a wonderful Panuse or custard. Smelling like Panuse already. I just took a smell of this. This is all sugary right now. And, and at the end, you could taste a little bit. If it needs a little bit more sugar to give it sweeten, to your likeness, then you could add some more sugar coming to the end of it. But for now, I think that will be perfect. And for many of you that eat Panuse, I love Panuse when it has this liquid to drink. Oh man, you remember that? Many of you that knows about the expired milk custard or the Panuse. Yeah. So I'll let it just keep cooking down. Let's keep it cooking down, all right? Let it cook through. Now, at this point, so long as you broke the first pocket, the air pocket from this milk as it was rising, it's going to be supported, your effort is going to be supported with that sugar to keep it weight through so it doesn't build air pocket. You want to open the heat, raise the heat up to like a medium now, from low to medium, but you still got to eyeball it, all right, for any tendency of rising again, and you're nearby, keeping eyes on it. Keep your eyes on it. Don't leave this dish away. Don't leave it unattended and go too far. Make sure you're around to keep it, to keep turning it if it should tend to want to run over. But you have less tendency of running over. Once again, I repeat, then it's a difference from cooking unexpired milk, where air pockets will build up without anything to distract the breaking or distract it from rising, all right? So the distraction here is the sugar. Will build a weight to keep it breaking up. You could see it's not forming a roof, all right? It's not forming a roof above that milk to kind of a rise, like when you're cooking roti. Yeah, so you're breaking it up here. It's already breaking up by itself, and it's cooking, becoming thicker. But still want to eyeball it, keep a close attention to it. And this dish is going to take about, let's say, depends on the heat and all of that now. It's a 20 minutes dish, You get yourself nice Panuse or expired milk custard, yeah. Or custard made by expired milk. Try this, folks. It's a very great appetizer to eat when you hang out at a park or for the occasion, for a holiday season. You sit down home, you're watching TV, you eat this, and very great. Same as eating milk, sugar. Now, let's use the word ice cream. That's made with milk and sugar, right? But in this case, you could adjust the amount of sugar you want. Depends on your taste. So the focus here now, it's all about cooking down this milk to fully cook, and so that the lime juice will kind of dissolve, the taste of the lime, the sourness will dissolve into this. The sugar will kind of take over the tendency of the sweetness and the flavor. And the lime juice is still there, active, because that's what keeps the milk expired, all right? So it's going to cook down there. Yeah, just let it cook through. That's the focus here, cooking down this milk to become custard. You see. And very important again, you do not want to cover this pot Never cover milk when you're cooking with milk, all right? Because you're going to build a tendency of running over, flowing over, because now you're going to have a ceiling above there that builds air pocket, all right? So never cover milk when you're cooking it, all right? In other words, never cover the pot or the container that you're cooking the milk in, all right? Leave it open. You learned that from Jim Boy's kitchen. Hey, what's happening, everybody? Got my kettle whistling away in the side. Want to build a coffee meantime? Yeah, it's great fun to be with every one of you. Now, with this dish, everything has value. All right, everything has value to this dish. You see the sides here that looking brown and cooked through. You want to scrape it down. This is what's going to build flavor into this wonderful appetizer dish. All right, you're gonna just break it down. Just pull them inside of it. Bring them into the dish as much as you can. And look at this now. As this dish is come here. It's been cooking through about 15 minutes already. You can see the thickness. Many people I know, including me, I love to eat it like this too, you know. Look, you could, it depends on your taste, your texture. The milk has cooked through already, all right? And this is how Panuse usually eat. You could drink with the liquidy, oh man, kind of a custardy, Panuse-y flavor with the milk still cooked through and it's loose enough there. Oh man. Or you could let it boil and become brown and thickening. But you know, I kind of like it this way, Panuse. So simple dish to make, appetizer dish. Imagine you give some of this in a dish to your guest or your stomach. Give your stomach a little smile right there. Let it go down a little bit more, 5 minutes more, and then I'll take a taste and see. And of course, from this point of cooking, you don't have to babysit this dish. Unlike a regular milk that's unexpired, then you have to babysit it because it's going to tend to keep running over all the time without sugar. If you're just boiling milk to drink or whatever you want to use with it. All right. But with this situation here at this time, at this stage of the cooking process, making this custard or the Panuse, you don't have to babysit it. You know it's not going to run over because there's no air pockets going to form there anymore because of the sugar and the heavy weight of the curdle from the milk. It's just going to pop it down as it's, you could see it's taking place around the edges right there. Look at that where my finger is. See? It's just bubbling like regular rice. Oh man, very great appetizer in place of replaces ice cream. If the place is freezing, as the temperature is like 14 degrees right now, so this is a good inside dish to eat, so you don't have to eat something freezing like an ice cream to feel cold or chill your body. This is going to warm up your system, you know. Could even take this outside and eat it in the cold weather. Pretty good. Yeah. And this is a dish you eat warm, not cold. When you're making custard, I'll show you another day how to make delicious custard with unexpired milk. That you could eat cold, room temperature, or warm. But room temperature and cold is good to eat that custard. This one here, you could eat warm, hot, doesn't matter. It tastes great. Yeah, better than being cold. See, this is the color changing into ground texture now. All right, so that's where it's going to be forming more into Panuse. I want to eat it with some liquid there. For those of you that know about Panuse, make it my way. You love it. Not much to it. You don't have to add this and that into it. You could add cinnamon sticks. You could put. I don't want to put all of that. This tastes very great. I make it all the time, and hey, it's gone in no time. Let it come down another 5 minutes and we check it. Hey, how are you doing, everybody? Oh, man. Got my little bowl here. Preferable to use a little nice little deep bowl so I could pick up everything. You could see the color change into slowly dark brownish. And this is the time I love Panuse, you know. I love to eat Panuse at this texture here with a little gravy. And the milk, there's no water involved in this dish, just the milk, all right? I want to pot this down at the sides. Always try to rub down the sides a little bit. Don't have to kill yourself over it. I want to try a taste of this. Look at this. For those that know about Panuse, folks, make it my way. You love it. Let's try a little bit. Oh, man, look at that in the dish. Panuse, you know, man. And at this point, you could taste it for the sugar and so. And it's pretty hot. Look at this in the dish. But I'll let it cook down a little bit more, become a little brownish. But I'm going to just taste it. I want to see the flavor of the sugar, if it's sweet enough, it needs a little bit more sugar, yes or no. Want to try it? Are you with me so far on this Panuse here? Oh man, it's hot, right? So I like it kind of liquidy like this, but I'm gonna let it cook down a little bit more. Panuse, you know, it's hot. And the right way to eat this is when it's hot, mellow. For those of you that know Panuse, or expired milk made, or custard made with expired milk, you know what I'm talking about. Sugar is perfect. The vanilla flavors in there, and the lime juice has disappeared, but give it a nice kind of a savory, not too soury, just a mellow blending with the sugar. Oh man, make this Panuse dish. Telling you love it. But I'll let it cook down again. Let it cook down, become a little more thicker. And when it becomes thicker, it means then the sugary tea is going to be popping up a little bit more. All right, because the volume of that milk is going to cook down. All right. Oh man, delicious. I want to try it again, you know. And this is an appetizer dish that you don't want to stop eating. And of course, when I tell you, it's addiction. You get addiction eating it. You don't want to stop eating. It's like eating ice cream, but in a warm, different texture into Panuse. It's addiction. It's addictive. You just want to keep eating. It's because it's not a food substance where it will fill you up. It's just appetizer. It gets you just eating kind of a dessert, you know. Yeah, appetizer dish. Yeah, very great. Let it cook down, become a little bit more darker, browner, and that texture will be there. But I love it liquidy, all right? So let it go for another 5-10 minutes. At this point, it's eatable, but to get a little bit more attraction into it, you could let it go down. Depends on your taste, all right? But I love it a little bit more. Let it go down a little bit more thicker, and so it's going to be, man, creamy-ish. Panuse custard made with expired milk, folks. Cooking with expired milk. You see how you could make use of the expired milk that you have in your refrigerator or the outside. You know, hey, make use of it. And this is it, folks. This dish is ready. I don't want it to cook down more. Follow my recipe. Follow my way of making Panuse. You will love it. You don't want to cook it down too much so that it becomes too thick and then you lose all the quality of the liquid, all right? You want it to be liquidy like this. You see this, how it's liquidy there? That the liquid has that wonderful moisty flavor into this wonderful Panuse. The color changed, and look at that. I like Panuse like this, folks. Make it my way. I love it. I'll take another dish, you know. Yeah, and the best way to eat this is to bring it in. Look at this. That's peanuts right there. Don't want to cook it too much down. Let it become too brown. Then you're going to lose all the. It's going to be many people. I've seen, especially the old folks, love to cook it all the way where you only have that milk custard. Nah, I like the essence of having. Look at that. That liquid at the side. All right, I want to try it again. Look at that. How delicious Panuse, you know. That's the way I love it. I tried that a little bit just now. I love it, and I'm going to eat more. It's an appetizer dish that keep you eating and eating. Switch off this dish means it's finished. Don't want to lose all the liquid from it. As it sits down now, it's going to become all thick. But hey, I want to grab some. Go right there. I want to grab some right there. I love for me, you know. I love peanuts. Look at that. Make it my way. You love it, folks. And this is it, folks. Delicious peanuts. Make it my way. You love it. Look at that. I got a little juice. Or you could say gravy to give it that moisture. And not too much sugar. It's just balanced out nicely. And very simple. Ingredient was some sugar, a little vanilla essence with expired milk. You see how the expired milk already got a little brown texture right there. What that will build a flavor there too. Oh man, time to eat. How you feeling, everybody? Oh man, oh man. Folks, I want you to do me a favor. From slantways, from sideways, from up and down, inside and out, you are one. Special to me, all right? Got me a nice little hole here for the AC. Very cool on the outside. 14 degree. This is a good appetizer dish to make after you finish eating. Very simple. I'm going to try a taste again. And as I told you, I love the liquid from this dish. You see it? I love the liquid. Sugar is perfect. It's not too sugary, not too sweet. And this takes the place of ice cream too, you know. Yeah. So now what I want to show you is this. Make it my way, you'll love it. Got another dish coming up to will be up there for you soon. And I will show you how to make coleslaw too, right? Man, make this dish. You'll love it. It's the same as making sweet rice. You know, you eat sweet rice is really an appetizer dish. Many don't know. People that make sweet rice, it's more of an appetizer dish, not a food. Nah. Same thing with this. And you've learned, you know how to expire milk instantly whenever you want to make this. Once again, folks, I must tell you, man, we're still in a new year. Well, Happy New Year's to each and every one of you. And I must say this, folks, to every one of you are special to me. I got to say hello to, I called the name before from Sheridan Village, Quarombi. Well, season greetings to you and to each and every one of you once again. Remember, folks, if you like what you see right here on Jim Boy's Kitchen, I like how you're supporting the channel. Keep subscribing so I could bring you more. Support the channel by subscribing. And I thank all my viewers, all my subscribers, and all my likers. And hey, to you, I'm sorry about that pet that you lost there from, I think, California. One of my very great viewer, my subscriber, Samai. Well, I'm sorry about your loss and the condolences, but hey, keep on living. Don't give up. Every time you wake up in the morning, you say, thank God I live to see another day. Challenge another day, all right? With that, folks, I thank each and every one of you are special to me. All right. On behalf of that, folks, Jimbo's Kitchen, Sammy here with you saying, be kind to someone that's not kind to you, and kindness will always prevail. Until the next one, folks. Adios, mi amigos, and goodbye, everybody. And with that, let's take a sip of this. Make this for your entire family. This is perfect. Make this for yourself. It's an appetizer too. It's so addictive. I want more, you know. And the good thing when you make this, you could go back and take more, eat as much as you want. Bye, everybody. Until the next one. And if I tell you, something came to my mind to discuss before I end this video here. Condolences goes to all those people that died in the plane crash from Korea area, the South Korea area. There's many speculation as investigation is going on. My take on this, after looking at all these clips from the news reporter and so, you know, there's got to be a disaster that happened, that took place, some kind of a problem with the control after they said it was apparently a bird strike in the model. What my take is, how can a bird, a little bird, damage a big airplane? A big thing that looks like one of the biggest equipment, one of the biggest structure, machinery, and that could fly with so much weight up in the air. A little simple bird can go through that engine that spins so thing. You know, make me wonder if a human hand go in that engine, what will happen? The engine will break? Man, it's amazing how you can't believe a bird can damage an engine on a big aircraft. However, it is what it is. Coming back to the landing, there was two things about this, why the plane blew up on the airport runway. When it came down, yes, understand it came down too short of the runway because of technical difficulties apparently with the controls. We don't know. Just want to follow this up and see what took place with that investigation. The plane skidded, was fully intact still, even though it was skidding on the runway or gliding on the runway with its both engine. There was no gear down, no landing gear down, no wheels, which means no wheels were touching the runway. Only the plane glided with its engine down, and apparently the belly part was gliding. Notice at the end of the runway there was a big concrete barrier, all right, that's in case of overrun with a plane on a runway, so that the plane doesn't go into the highway. Behind of that concrete barrier was a highway with heavy traffic. So it's a give and take thing. I don't know. But in my way is definitely, you know, a plane is going to crash. A big disaster would happen if a plane just run off, and if you run off the runway, he's going to hit that concrete barrier. It's like hitting a building, and he's going to blow up. And that's what took place with the Korean Air. If that barrier wasn't there, then the plane would have continued on. It would have continued on off the runway with the speed it was going through, and then it would have went through whatever the light fences they have, whatever thing they have to move itself when the plane collide with it. The plane would have been intact until it goes and hit. It would have just go across that runway, and it would have still blown up. All right? It would have hit, and believe me, there would be more fatalities because of people in cars and on the highway. So it would have killed more people on the highway too. So it's it's a tricky situation that such a tragedy that this happened, you know. We don't know, just gotta wait and see what the investigation withheld or what the investigation outcome will be. Yeah, so sad. My condolences to everyone. And an extra take on this. Remember I said adios, mi amigos, goodbye everybody. An extra take on this. You know, when you sit in a plane, any plane, a small plane, a big plane, if you could see my hands, the best part to sit in a plane is by the wings, because that's where you could tell when the plane is turning, you can see the wing go up and down. Have you ever noticed the wing shakes? You know, in my mind, how come that wing is shaking so much and it carry a heavy engine underneath and it's not falling out of that plane? Well, glory be to God. Especially when you finish eating that appetizer I just made, these wonderful things will come into your mind, all right? And but the dangerous part is by the wing of the aircraft. If you sit in the center where is the best part to see how the wings, you can see the engine, you see the wing, you can see the outside. I tell you, that's one of the most dangerous parts in an airplane. The reason why, the wings is what carries the fuel, what hold the fuel tank. Got it? So anytime that aircraft should blow, it blows force with a dynamite explosion by the center of that fuselage, all right? It takes over the front. The front is dangerous because when you hit now, if let's say you hit flush, you're going into the front, the cockpit, then into the front part of the fuselage before the wing. The best part, I think, to sit. That's where the two survivors survived. Not, I wouldn't say 100% safe, but you got a better chance of surviving with some bruises, whatever, if you sit all the way in the back of the plane. Because imagine the plane goes down, the last thing that hits that ground or any object would be the tail, all right? If let's say the plane come down and should hit a bridge with the tail, that tail would not immediately blow up. Most likely the tail would break off of the plane, off of the fuselage. So you'll be there dropping down, don't know where you're going to end up. But hey, you might be lucky to survive in the tail. And that's why the two attendants, flight attendants, survived in that Korean Air. So those are the parts where are safe. The tail part is safe. That wing is very dangerous because the wind section, because that's where the fuel, you're sitting on top of fuel, immediate fuel right there. All right, you're sitting on top of that fuel tank on that aircraft. Got it? That's a little tip by Jim Boy's Kitchen. Hey, you know, after eating the custard, make it my way, you'll love it. And the Panuse, once again, is an appetizer dish. All right? It's an appetizer dish from the Caribbean. Many Caribbean people knows about it. And to you folks that just learn about expired milk cooking, make this dish. You'll love it too. So don't throw away your expiration milk, your expired milk anymore, all right? Until the next one, once again, second time around, don't want to leave you, but I got to go now. Until the next one, I'll see you then. Thank you for the support. Adios, mi amigos. Goodbye, everybody. Second time, yeah. Kind of get my my little, I got my pants here. I like it. I like to have holes in my pants sometimes. It's kind of airy and breezy too, you know. Hey, how you doing, everybody? Yeah, bye-bye.